Let's see, are we all still alive? Where did you guys end up? All the way over here? Silly ducks. Your food is over there. Go on. Go on. Go on. Okay, so I'm going to pour them some water and some food. I keep a bucket of water out here that's clean. Ah, they're so messy. Oh, you guys think you're dying. They know that from hence comes food as far as I go, but they're still so skittish. Just, I don't know why. Let's see. It's really wet in here this morning. When I water the hotbed, we get a lot of steam off of it. So the caps are great, but they kind of want to melt in the steam. This one was looking a little sad last night. Oh, but it's fine. There's a lot of heat coming off that bed. Not like a high heat, because that's already passed. I did that before I planted anything. These guys are okay. It's not a high heat, but it is still quite warm. All right. So, the one thing is I don't want the ducklings to come over here and mush my other tomatoes, which they would, given the opportunity. I'm not sure what to do though. I can't get anything more protective in there. So, I'm not sure which direction they're coming around from or why they went over where they did. But that is, when you have livestock out in a greenhouse, that is a risk you take, is that the animals will start to eat your garden. Peace. I have a giant German radish right there that I'm waiting to have go to seed so I can harvest the seeds. The kohlrabi is starting to look good. And I need to go milk. We can hear that. The mamas are asking. I don't know if I'm going to be able to twist this bulb. It's going to be a lot hotter than my other one. Aren't they cute with their little piebaldness? They are about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks old now. She had 8, 6 survived. It's only now that I've let them out because they're big enough that the cats might look at them as ducks rather than as mice. Aren't they stinking cute? They say, I want to get away from you. I don't know if maybe the other drake got in, if that's why we have a totally yellow one. But muscovies come in all sizes. All colors. Cute babies. I have water, very shallow water, and food for them in 3 different places, so that if they feel like they're in danger from something, they can get away from it. And the muscovy drake, I had him out when things were hatching, but once I let them out, he chimed right in and wanted to be daddy. And some drakes are just really great that way. It kind of depends. I've had other drakes that if they weren't there for the hatching, they didn't really know what to do with the babies, and they actually ended up attacking them. Darn it, stop trying to walk away from me. Anyway, there's our messy place. I will stop bugging the ducks. Wanted to show you how well they've weeded around these trees. You see that? I have more grass in my driveway than I do around my fruit trees this year. That is really exciting. See? And they look so much better, so much greener without all that grass. See what a good job they've done with weeding? They've done such a good job with weeding. I'm so happy.
Quacking back there. He's coming over.
Mama wants to go to Daddy, and Daddy doesn't want competition from the babies. So we're trying to get Mom and Dad back together so she can hatch more babies and get the babies put into the backyard with the other babies.
One thing. Last time the younger babies were with those ones, the older ones tried.
Okay, go ahead. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Just come around. There we go. So we're letting the daddy back out with the other ducks. Can you pick up all the garbage? I don't know why there's garbage here. Can you pick it up and put it in the garbage, please?
I swept it out.
Our daddy duck has been savaging our khaki Campbells, and so we put him out with the geese for a little while. Ugh, I need to block that.
But the geese haven't been letting him
have any water.
Or food.
And the ducks come over here, and they love to root around, and so they uncover my hole, they uncover my holes. Ugh. Okay, I meant to be following him. See, this is what happens when you don't have mulch in places, or when you try to plant in the ground. You can see all that bindweed in there. And this is out here where the ducks can get to all the bindweed, and there's no bindweed. All right, we'll see. We have one khaki Campbell duck who wants to have babies. She keeps on hiding her eggs, and she's been really, really dedicated about it. I know they're not supposed to be broody. Hi, Mama. But we have so many other ducks here in the back now that I wonder if maybe he won't be so aggressive. I want to show you guys. Last year, this had bindweed everywhere. Everywhere. So I would put the pool right next to the bindweed, and then the ducks would go through and eat all the roots out. So we don't have any bindweed anymore. See that? Isn't that amazing? If he picks a favorite, or if there's not enough ducks to go around for him to breed with, he will start to maul them, and he'll be such an aggressive breeder that he'll hurt them. One of our ducks is missing eyelids because when they balance on the back of the duck, they hold on to the back of their head to find their balance to stand on them to breed. And if he breeds with her too much, it starts to take the skin off the top of her head. And all our ducks were suffering with that. Now, I want to tell you the most exciting thing. Okay, so these guys are only about 3 months old. These are our Indian runners. We have some blues and some, is it golds? Blues and golds, I think. Dang it. Our neighbor's out spraying. Ugh. We don't spray. Our property used to be covered with a really noxious weed, leafy spurge. And what I did was I just went out with a weed whacker twice a year and took them down, and they've never spread, and they never came back. My neighbor goes out and sprays them a couple times a year, and his always come back. But look at that pretty little duck. She is only 3 months old, and I swear she laid an egg. We just found a little teeny tiny pullet egg that was obviously a duck egg. Is there any way that we could have a little duck, a new little duck laying at 3 months old? I don't know if that's possible. But I'm hoping with having all the babies around right now, all the big ducks, and we've got 2 sets of ducklings, plus the 4 khaki Campbells, I'm hoping that he's not going to be so aggressive, that his attention will kind of be split up. I hope so. I feel bad him having to be in with the geese because they won't let him eat or drink anything. It wasn't that way when I had the other Drake in there with them, but now that he's just been in there by himself, they've been really, he just hasn't been real happy there. And he is a Peking. That water was clean 5 seconds ago. Isn't that interesting? The geese, or the ducks, have gone after the rhubarb just a little bit. They have actually been kind of hankering after some greens. I bet they'll really enjoy that bindweed. See how big those khaki Campbells are? They look like ducks already. That is what amazes me about ducks, is that they mature so quickly. And he better not be mean to them. But I'm really, really hoping there's enough of them that he's not able to be aggressive. That his attention will just kind of be split up. Can you see it? They're not a honeybee, they're a bumblebee. Stop moving. And they absolutely love the yellow flowers on the Siberian pea shrubs. So that's really fun. See, there he was being mean. We'll have to watch, because he was doing that to just our regular ducks before. See, he'll get in there and just pull all that bindweed out. You want to be careful that they can't do that to your new fruit trees. Anything with fine roots, they'll get in there and they'll kill the fruit tree roots too. They're really good at weeding. Much better at getting roots than geese are. Geese they really like grass. Okay, so now that he's moved away, maybe they can come in and get some food. We'll have to watch him. This bush smells like vanilla. It is a not a hedge cottonseed. It is an dang it, guys, help me out. It has little spots. The little berries have little spots. Smells so good. This patch is hoary cress, and I'm not going to weed whack any of it because the bees absolutely love the hoary cress when it's in bloom. And I want to make this a happy place for bees. It's one of the reasons we have so many fruit trees. So all the Nanking cherries have already been pollinated. And I am out here just weed whacking a path where there's a lot of grass. A path so that I can get around and make sure that I can get to all of my trees to make sure that they have the water they need. I really need to get geese out here. I haven't been able to find another pair of adult geese, which is what I need. The goslings, I need them to be bigger than goslings so they can protect themselves from foxes. Is it fox or foxes? What's plural for fox? Anyway, there we go. Do you see her peeking at me? She's trying to not let me see that she's there, but she kind of wants to keep an eye on me. See how she's kind of hiding her eye now? She's like, I'm not here. I'm not here. Yeah, babe. Yeah, she probably butted heads with chamomile. So I have food and water for them here, but the babies can't necessarily... What? Yeah, so they were butting heads, and so she has a bloody horn. It's okay. So I have food and water. This is their big pool. And, however, I don't just have this spot, because I have babies back here. See the babies? So over here, where I have a lot of leakage off this hose, I also have food and water. So all the babies can get some food. Where are my other babies? And it'll take them a second to find it, but eventually they will. We have another goose going broody. Keep on doing it. They've done a good job out here. See how much grass they've eaten? But they're not keeping up. Not quite. Which is interesting. They're out exploring their new home. They haven't... Where did they go? They haven't had grass, I don't think, ever. The first thing they did was start eating it. I have my other gander over there. Where's he? There's my gander. I have them separated down the middle. Where are they? I have them separated down the middle so that they are not interfering with the mama that's trying to hatch things out. I need to go get them some water. And we did clip their wings when we first caught them. These guys are really quiet. They're Toulouse. Whereas the ones over there, if I can see them, the ones over there, the gray one is an African. The white ones are, oh, what are they? Emden? Maybe? And then I have a Chinese in the middle. So we're kind of spread out all over the place.